As we get ready for our next matchup featuring Team Dignitas, head over to lolesports.com and read up on the team with the article, Team Dignitas' proven results. Also there, you'll find their team stats, box scores, or you can rewatch any of their games from the split, available spoiler-free. But right now, we're going to follow Team Dignitas onto the Rift as they take on Cloud9 for our next game of the day.
Yeah, for Team Dignitas, they have hit a rough patch here, dropping 3 of their last 4 games. And they want to regain some of their earlier mojo because, you know, they've fallen from first into a tenuous hold on 4th place here, and they are looking like one of the weaker playoff teams.
That's right. Meanwhile, Cloud9 are coming off their 3rd loss since moving high into the jungle. But the team is still showing they can put up a fight.
Yeah, I mean, Team Dignitas may be looking like a weak playoff team, but Cloud9 aren't even looking like a playoff team.
That's right.
They did have a good run at first place, Gravity, yesterday, but they ultimately were not able to close out. Hai is still trying to adapt to life in the jungle, and he currently has the lowest KDA and kill participation among junglers. But the problems obviously extend far beyond Hai. You know, Cloud9 are technically not out of playoff contention, but it's a real long shot for them. More realistically, looking to get a win here would distance Cloud9 from Team Dragon Knights and the threat of the auto relegation, which is what they're really worried about, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult split continuing on. And even though Cloud9 are on a 4-game losing streak, Hai is feeling confident.
We can go into the match today being confident in ourselves and our play because we know we're not a bad team. Granted, we had about a week of practice so far. I started jungling last week, Thursday or something, for like an entire week. So we have a week of practice and we're like fighting on the same level as the other LCS teams. We're not pulling out victories yet, but we're really close to being able to do that. And if we can get this victory, then it'll like snowball into us winning more, I believe.
I have to agree with them that still a lot of players on the team have that high mechanical value. They can more than not beat their lanes, but when the team comes together, we see it not for Cloud9. That's where everything seems to fall apart.
Yeah, it's not like they're getting shut out in
Right,
these wins.
right. Let's check out the starting lineups on the blue side. It is Cloud9. That means it's going to be Balls in the top lane, Hai in the jungle, Incarnation in mid, Sneaky at AD carry, with Lemon Nation as support, and Coach Charlie.
And on the red side, it's Team Dignitas. Up top is Gamsu. In the jungle, Helios. Mid shifter, AD carry, Court JJ. Support, Kiwi Kid. And on stage as coach will be Melixia once again.
We'll see what they can do coming into the early game. Week 1, Dig win over Cloud9. That was actually with Azingi still playing Zach. Gamsu was on in the top lane. So they could still fall back
still
to a few
in,
things. Medio's still in. So this is going to be a different matchup for them as well. We're talking about Dignitas, a little bit of their own slide. These teams are both really looking for a victory here. And let's see who's going to get it. Start off with the bans, take out Kiwi Kid's initiation, and also take out the trickery of the TF in the mid lane for Incarnation.
Yeah, Cloud9 are on... Whoa, they even ban Alistar. I was going to say they're blue side so they can leave Alistar up and decide at first pickup, but they don't feel the need. Lemonation is another one of those supports, by the way, that has put in a decent amount of time on Shen. So that is another possibility for Cloud9. Twisted Fate being taken out, so they're removing one of those globals. Rise from Balls. By the way, Rise... still on that patch where the changes to remove the perma root actually increased his damage. So a different set of problems for him. Still very powerful, very powerful late game.
Kalista gets through, though, not something we have seen at all throughout these past few weeks. Maybe once or twice. But yeah, that ban list is where she usually sits if we do see her. So that's going to be picked up. The Nautilus is also left through this game, so Gamsu could have a pretty big top lane to help and front line once the team gets to the fights.
Let's see, I guess Kiwi Kid has played it 3 games.
Yep.
So a decent flex pick there. Some of the top laners that we've seen jump on this top lane Nautilus train that's been out of control, basically, have jumped on the train too quickly, and it doesn't look like they've been comfortable with the champion.
Right.
He's a fairly slow champion to get used to just because the animations, his move speed, everything about him is a little bit clunky, and that's kind of the drawback to having that much tank power, that much CC.
But you feel so good when you're in the middle of the fight.
Oh yeah, if you
once you're in there,
once you get there,
so
you're good to go. And also remember how good Nautilus is against Kalista. with that ultimate.
Target.
Able to track her.
Anything targeted you would like to choose against Callista. 1 on the board so far. The ability to continuously catch as well with that Sivir pickup. Core JJ's definitely had his play time on that, so no troubles there as Cloud9 looks to get pick 4 and 5. Maokai Karma
So
to get locked in.
Rek'Sai was banned, and Gragas made it through 3 rounds of picks already. 2 for Cloud9, 1 for Team Dignitas. And nobody has decided to pick up the alpha fat man jungler.
So Hai has played Lee Sin in the LCS besides that Rek'Sai. That's it in his 3 games. Lee Sin was 0-2-4, played that against Teammate week 6, so just recently. And like you said, he's been playing with the team and practicing, so there's maybe more. Do they take that Lee Sin away? Jarvan as well, coming in by Dignitas.
All right, so it will be that support Nautilus. Well, unless Shifter has decided to switch it up and go pick up the Jarvan mid lane. But I think that it's going to be Gamsu once again on the top lane. Full attack damage Jarvan, looking for that burst. And he's going to try and combo early with Helios. The Jarvan Lee Sin combo is a lot of damage very early on.
That's some pain.
Definite skirmishing power here from Team Dignitas. They've got Sivir to speed them all up as well. So your mid laner had better have a built-in escape. Do not pick Kog'Maw right now for Incarnation. Pick somebody with a dash or with a disengage of some type. Now, Lemonation, I really am curious to see him showcase the new Karma after the rework, a few patches ago. He was playing or with, wow, okay, Hai on the Rengar.
So anytime I saw Hai, I saw Hai in solo queue, I figured that was just his practice. He's getting the rounds, he's getting his lanes, he's getting whatever, but he has been playing a lot of this Rengar.
Especially in North America, we consider Rengar to be solo queue only. That is for just killing people in solo queue because you want to have fun, you want to stack up a bunch of damage and one-shot people.
Oh, man.
But Rengar makes his triumphant return to the North American LCS in the hands of a week-old jungler. One week of practice here for Hai. What? He's only been practicing 1 week. That wasn't an insult.
That's how you call them, a week-old jungler.
Ah, like frail? Okay, no, he's not.
He means a week old, as in a timeline of a week.
Well, let's move on because I want to talk about the Rengar plus Orianna since it's been so long since we've seen Rengar. Let's talk about the way that Cloud9 are building around the Rengar. They have the speed boost from the Karma here to speed him up and deliver that shockwave. So I'm very curious to see if Incarnation and Hai can actually combine for that level 6 Rengar kill in mid lane, especially on Diana. Diana, melee champion, always going to be trying to shove the lane and does not have an escape. Yes, she has dashes, but only to enemy minions or enemy champions. So Diana's a perfect target for an Orianna Rengar combo.
I'm ready for the targets to be hit. The teams are loading onto the rift. Let us know who you think will win this game. Tweet at LOL Esports and either hashtag C9win or hashtag DIGwin. We'll tally those votes up as we get into game. We're going to have a little bit of Rengar play coming in from Cloud9 this time. Cloud9 versus Team Dignitas, and we are on to the Rift.
All right. This is ridiculous. We have Rengar versus Lee Sin in this Runeglaive Cinder Hulk dominated meta of junglers. I am excited to see who takes the early lead in this challenge. Helios with the chroma skin for Lee Sin, one of the best.
Ooh, it's kind of like a Kill Bill.
Yeah, it definitely does remind me of Kill Bill.
See if we get any 5-finger death punches.
He would like to get this game started off quick and bloody here.
Yep.
Lee Sin definitely does have the ability to
You got to get it in your mind. Move your big toe.
30 seconds until
There's a last matchup between these two teams, 16-4. Pretty handily done by Dignitas. Quite a gold lead at the end of the game, and a tower lockout as well. You can see there from Cloud9. So C9 can get the lanes in the early game. I think they could be pretty well off here.
So to revisit your 5-finger exploding palm technique.
Yes.
That's how many fingers you use. How many steps do you take after? Is it also 5?
Oh, man.
Because like it's a number of steps after you hit it that they take and then they die,
dies,
right?
yes, yeah. It's 3 to 5.
What if you just get a wheelchair? Am I good to go?
Then you live forever, technically.
All
As long
right.
as you don't move.
Look at this start, though. This is another... Oh, elimination gonna face check.
Oh. How many are there? That was actually a mantra Q. A little bit extra damage and slow as they try to get
I think it's 10
themselves
steps.
killed. 10?
For some reason, I think it's 10.
10 sounds
and then
good.
5 is just referring to the number of fingers that you have for the bomb check. All right, High's gonna... We get the
will
fight
tell us.
started out already! Who got it?
We stole it!
Helios got
Helios gets it. Will they be able to come back? He's keeping away from the brush. This is a good style to have. Remember, the mantra Q is already used. Helios gets out. Kiwi Kid's going to try to flash over the wall. Oh, they're going to get out scot-free, as long as you don't count the HP deduction.
What a fitting way.
And flashes.
What a fitting way for the Lee Sin versus Rengar game to start out. Lee Sin decides to come full throttle, just charge straight into the red
It's like
buff,
he walked-
into 3 people.
You just walked into someone's house and took the turkey off the table
and
from their
steals
dinner.
it. That was a double smite, by the way. High also used his smite to try and get that red buff. It was a little bit early there.
All right, look at all the power he's getting here to grab this blue buff, though.
Yeah.
3 members. Shifter trying to get aggression here in the mid lane already. Incarnation has actually done a few QW combos, which really hits the mana bar. We'll see how he controls this after that, but he's been trying to keep those minions off of the turret.
All right.
Top lane, 2-1. Gamsu with a little bit of assistance and experience in that early game back in.
It's like High's good. There's a pincer movement on High here. Shifter's swinging
Oh.
down. Now, a level 3 Diana. Oh, he did get the moonfall.
Not much crowd control. I think Kiwi Kid just has Riptide. Not too much chase.
A lot of times, maybe he just hit level 3 and got that skill as he saw High in the river, but a lot of times for laning, Diana does not get that until, you know, something like level 4. But it's not going to be too big of a deal. Didn't get the kill. High still got the blue buff steal plus the scuttle crab. By the way, let's just talk about stealing buffs in the current state of the
Great
game right
aggression
now.
is the ability.
Yes, Helios was able to last hit and steal away the red buff, but half of the experience in gold is in the little babies inside that camp.
Right.
So it's not a huge takeaway from Rengar. It was more of just a spectacle there, and the fact that they were fighting at level 1 and going for the steal. Neither of them, I mean, really came out ahead or behind in it because Helios was already on the other side of the map. So if he decided to walk all the way back to his own camps, he would have lost a lot of time and didn't want to, you know, waste his time and his smite. So fairly even, really, really slow start for both junglers is going to be.
Oh, that Q would have definitely gotten a big advantage on the lane. The flash will do the same, though. Kiwi Kid very low. Woo! Good thing he drank that potion. It was going to be very close, but a minion may have done the job. So they call a little bit of help down from Helios there. I don't think they saw him completely, however, within that engage. Incarnation gets some free time at the turret. Got him. Shouldn't have too much trouble farming that. Gamsu, we just saw earlier, playing very well off balls using Arcane Smash to farm here, and then he goes in on the punishing abilities. See if he can keep it up. They're even in farm. Probably going to get a little slower of a game, even though we had a quick steal with the lanes being matched up here.
Yeah, I think it will be up to the persistency of these two junglers. It looks like Helios once again is headed down bottom. Now, both times when Helios is headed bottom, Kiwi Kid has already gone in and gotten chunked low. I don't see this move working out. Helios down here is just wasting his time. What are they even trying to get done here?
Yeah, they
shove it all the way in?
Shove it in, may not have seen the forward ward. They're walking by it, so.
They don't want it to be frozen here in front of the turret, I guess, is the only reason Helios is on the side of the map where there's nothing for him to get.
Yeah, get it to bounce.
No jungle or minions to get into. They don't even get the push. They don't even shove it in and
it's in a
reset
weird
it.
spot now.
High.
No, this hit the brush. Hit the brush for the jump. Oh, so close. Actually didn't want it in the end. Saw Helios coming back down. Smart move.
Well, they still have it frozen here.
Right. And no reason to try and mess this up after they got the wave kind of where they want it.
High also, because he visited bottom though, still level 3, still going to be pretty low here. Helios on that warpath.
He's going back top, helping the bot lane. It's 43 to 25 down there. Trying to now get the mid lane going.
Shockwave into the turret. You always got to watch about that.
Not enough crowd control to take her down just yet. Incarnation playing that one smooth. Just calm and collected. See Helios maybe going back down to the bottom lane a few more times. High actually getting a ward in with the knowledge of where Helios was going, so they'll keep tabs on him. Being on that bot side of the jungle now for quite some time.
Yeah, High's got to be very careful now. Talked about it last game, but you really have to watch yourself around the mid lane when they hit level 6 as a jungler, especially if you've been going for early ganks, because you are really under-leveled. You have no defensive items. You are very squishy, very prone to get bursting down. This is a Diana for Team Dignitas in the mid lane. Definitely one of the scarier all-in burst champions.
One of Shifter's little pocket picks. He's loved this champion before, and now that he gets to build his Runeglaive on it.
Yeah, helps
Very
him out
powerful.
in farm, but he's still behind in farm. Incarnation abusing that range mismatch.
Doing well. Chalice first, keeping that mana up and keeping farmed in the lane. Called Helios over a few times, so he's kind of back and forth where he wants to go. Usually we've seen him to Gamsu's lane more than once by now, but still the spot lane.
They're trying desperately to save this lane, but Sneaky is absolutely destroying them.
It's still in the same spot.
I mean, they froze for so long. Look at the CS. He's over double the CS here of Core JJ, plus the constant jungle attention that they drew to the bottom side. This Kalista Sivir matchup here with the Nautilus as an all-in, melee champion has nothing to offer here. This is absolutely abusive to have a Kalista plus a range support and Karma at that who has the empowered Q for extra harass. This is just brutal for Kiwi Kid. If he ever goes in, we've already seen him take a ton of exit damage due to the Ren stacking.
Right. Even trying to walk up into the fight. Like you said, Nautilus quite slow to get to his area if he can't hit that dredge line.
I don't know why they didn't search harder for a lane swap.
That's true as well. It's really paid off for Cloud9. High, able to have a regular standard jungle here even though he got hit up.
Oh, you know.
The lane swap. What do you got?
Well, we had so much chaos in the level 1. I can't quite remember if they were actually planning the lane swap when that happened and were forced down bottom due to low health and minion spawning. So it might have been due to the level 1 confrontation, but regardless, Core JJ and Kiwi Kid have some work to do to catch up here. Sneaky's got his BF plus move speed here, able to get the boots and a pink ward on top of it. So definitely feeling confident in their 2 versus 2 matchup.
Heading back to an inventory that really would love a purchase. Quite a void right there in Dignitas' bot lane side. Will not match up against Sneaky for sure. Maybe a pickaxe here. Well, he's got 53, so that could be the BF and some potions. We'll see what he actually decides to go with. It will be the BF boots and some pots for Core JJ, so it can kind of match in damage, but I'm not sure they want to fight just yet down there. 10 minutes coming up on the clock. Mid laners have already been hitting each other back and forth with the blue, but more so keeping safe and keeping that farm up. Still lead right now for Incarnation. Usually not something he has early in the game. And he may actually take a hit there right now, looking like Kiwi Kid and Helios want to get in on this.
All right, so interesting combination here as we had the Karma Rengar duo roam up to try and get that speed boosted Rengar ultimate for the Orianna play that we're looking for, but Helios!
Woo. Quite a few flashes. High still gets into a bad spot here. That's the shockwave. Gamsu throws down the Cataclysm and flashes out. Helios forced to safeguard. High throwing down a few, but he doesn't have his ability maxed out to get that lockdown on his Bola. Maybe now they hit it onto Shifter. More follow-up damage. Gamsu back in with a flag and drag once more. Helios still trying to fight, but they're all way too low. And they've baited each other in. They miss it, but the command move able to take it down with Lemon's hit on the Q as well. Beautifully done by Cloud9 to keep scratching for the kills.
Oh, all of the shields here from Karma and Orianna for Cloud9. Kiwi Kid out in front as the squishy support. High does not hesitate. They re-engage even with teleport coming in first for Team Dignitas.
Right.
Since they're able to focus fire and burn down a support, boom, Kiwi Kid off the map. And they're able to leverage that man advantage into a mid-turret kill here for Cloud9. So they start this game, mid-game here, really, really well for Cloud9. They're looking to get their first victory with High back in. Would be huge for team morale. Take another
fight
look
again.
Okay, so
How it really was that?
Lemon got the AoE shield speed off, and then all of Team Dignitas back out except Kiwi Kid. He hooks himself into this position, and High with the instant reaction turns around on him. Rengar ult already had been used, and he got off the empowered Bola.
Yep.
Oh, the route into another empowered Bola. And the constant actually Q spam here from Lemon did a lot of work. Definitely gonna check Lemon's damage after this game as far as the support goes.
Cooldown boots already. He wants to continue hitting those Qs.
Yeah.
Sightstone cooldown, making sure that he is also delivering power in these fights. That was great as well for Sneaky. He didn't have to move. He was still fighting Core JJ with his CS lead in the bot lane. So,
you know,
so nice and sound and easy for him.
I do like those cooldown boosts that you're talking about, especially for Karma after her rework, since she gets more, flat cooldown reduction. Percentage cooldown reduction works so well with flat. Hold your breath, Rick.
Hi, guy.
I don't think they saw him around.
Nope.
He was around the corner.
Couldn't slice the pie.
If they had seen him, they definitely would have went for the full burst. But they were sitting on their ward. What you want to do is sit in the bush and have your ward outside the bush to see further away, so you can kill the target. But they were just standing right on top of the ward, so the ward not actually providing any extra vision for them in that. High sees that they've been able to steal his wolf camp, but he should be happy that that's all that they've taken.
What does he want first? Pink ward or Scuttle? Stun Scuttle.
Who's
Box it up. Nice route.
Better give that to the jungler. All right. You better give that. All right.
Tell me how you really feel, Kobe.
All right. Well, up in the top lane, Balls, we never really talked about him when he's on Maokai. He's picked it so often for the team. They really value that
Yeah.
solid engage.
Been on that Rumble game quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just coming up with losses, so back to the Maokai. Good pick up there. A lot of teams have actually been getting that ban in. It just provides too much in those late game fights.
Okay, we got to play.
Sneaky may still be able to get out here. Can't Fates call himself, so he has to flash out. May have to Fates call Lemon Nation, though. And they get out of that one. I wouldn't say it's squeaky clean. That was pretty messy. A great hit by Kiwi there. He's been trying and trying. One's going to make it work.
Yeah, he got 3 summoner spell. No, Lemon did. Oh, Lemon did use Ignite. Okay, 3 summoners.
Yep.
Never mind.
2.
Wasn't used.
2.
Grrr! Counting today has been my number one.
Like Pyra
my
said,
number one priority.
just don't do math on stream.
That's not even math. That's just saying. All right. Well, I guess technically. But yeah, they got the Kalista Ultimate out, so that counts as. That'll add up to 3.
Got it. We'll do it. Simple addition and subtraction. We'll be all right. 15 minutes coming up on the clock. A 3,000 gold lead for Cloud9. Probably something they really haven't been able to work with at this point in the game. Pushing it as well as they can in the spots where they have an advantage. Still, Dragon has been attempted. That's going to be a little painful.
Shifter has Smite and Runeglaive, and he still doesn't get blue buff. That's heartbreaking.
I love how much jungle things affect you, Kobe. So much passion about the jungle. You'd be happy, though. You got another stack.
All right, Cloud9 doing some work, though. That it was basically all about that mid-game, mid-lane team fight that they took. That's where they've drawn all their power from, able to transition it into top lane as well. Take down turret number 2 here. Dignitas still to make a scratch on any of the structures.
Talk about the mid lane. We almost have to talk about it more. Shifter's Diana is one of his favorite champions to play. He feels the most comfortable. We've seen him making plays on it. The Incarnation's been struggling this split. Might have to hold that thought.
Oh.
Honda Sneaky. Fate's call goes out. Oh, I don't know if they knew that Helios was there and the rest of the team being ready to party, but still Ren down Kiwi Kid. The rotation now coming in from Incarnation in the mid lane. Looks like it'll be a little too far off unless there's a re-engage. High walking over a pink ward. He's going to see that, so this is just a walk-in. Maybe the turret, maybe the dragon.
Starting to feel bad for Kiwi Kid. He keeps trying to make plays.
Yeah.
He keeps dying for every hook he lands. If he keeps landing these hooks but putting himself in harm's way, Helios gonna get dove.
Oh, knowing that they have that Kiwi Kid down and not at the turret, there's not enough to stop Sneaky from jumping around. Not a good crowd control to lock him up.
Oh!
And they're able to get another kill. High actually goes down, getting a little too hypey himself there in front of the turret. But 6-1 now. Cloud9 really putting down the stranglehold.
All right, that's going to be the last outer turret as well for them, able to take that after the fight. And Cloud9, they haven't been doing very well as far as early game gold differentials go either. So this is definitely a welcome change for them. All right, so they start off. Who's tower aggro on initially? It's on balls, and he actually leashes it off of himself, and it just goes right back onto high there. So,
yeah. Oh man, we all know that feeling.
Heal there from Sneaky to save Lemonation.
Trying to grapevine through your teammates.
Two Fates calls to save his life, and the heal there to save his life.
Dignitas now trying to put their foot down. Good damage from a Mantra Q.
Single support able to chase them all off Dragon there due to the threat of follow-up.
Talking about Cloud9's gold there, Kobe, as you were saying, the average at 10, they're one of the teams that's actually minus, not one that's able to have a lead over their opponent down towards the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
So this is a change. We were talking right before that fight about Incarnation playing against Shifter's very confident Diana. One of the games that he's actually up in CS, controlling the lane and adding pressure that we saw help the lanes. Different for them. More confidence seems to be coming into their play, and it's really working out.
I love that High is not scared at all. He's building for the full damage Rengar. He's not going for that wussy semi-tank Rengar that we see a lot. He's going for that one-shot, kill the AD carry, or maybe the other jungler. So far, it's been Kiwi Kid, actually, who's been focusing. But already with the pickaxe in inventory, looks like it will be the Tiamat next for him.
Let's see if he can keep making plays. He's hovering around with Incarnation right now. Turn towards the blue side. Looks like Shifter wanted to at least get vision on them as you saw him walk towards the top. He also has Helios with him, making sure things stay safe there. Good push still by Cloud9 in the bot side. Dignitas has to respect that right now, and they can't really make any of their own plays. Top lane, 157 to 126 as well.
Pink ward baits.
Going into Gamsu's favor first.
Who's going to come kill it? Nobody takes it. Come on. Incarnation, it's like, nope.
Too low.
No way.
Oh, no.
Ah.
All right. All right, you got me there. Patience is a virtue. Incarnation has it.
Yeah. So
the rest of the team was coming up.
Ball
He knew what he
over.
was doing.
Yeah,
she
sent
didn't
the ball
have
over
Lance
to
down.
sniff out the ambush.
Definitely like
Clever girl.
his Orianna play so far. Very organized. He's keeping everybody safe. Like you said, the shields on this team are really catching Dignitas off guard in the early fight.
Yeah.
They may be thinking about it for the next one here, but we're also a few core items more powerful, so it may not matter. Gamsu still rooted as he goes over the wall. Pai is able to pick that one up, I believe, with an extra bola. Just thrown right over. And some extra damage from the team. Everybody gets a little bit on that one as they continue now onto the second tier turret. 7-1. That goes down just under 20 minutes, and Cloud9 is looking to push all the way around the horn here.
Yeah. All right, balls.
Uh-ohs.
Okay, so we don't usually talk too much about the Maokai for Cloud9 because they pick it so often and because you know, it's kind of boring. Super solid tank champion, but Balls has 100% kill participation.
Yeah.
And he's been able to shut down Gamsu's full AD Jarvan, which was a huge part of why Dignitas were able to win and start their win streak that got them to the top of the standings. Was a huge game from Gamsu. You know, he had that back-to-back week of big Hecarim carry and then big AD Jarvan carry. Non-factor in this game due to the Maokai, the laning.
Yep.
Helios. Swing and a miss. Lemonation even put down the pink. That's like a bit of a bait here. He
that was
gets
nicely
the better
played.
of him. You want this pink word? Go ahead.
Baron equals mercenary for hire, depending on how you play it. Oh! A little BM in there. He gets up with a Mantra Q after speeding himself up. Helios is going to be forced to stay for now. Not that it's going to hurt them too much, but it won't allow them to get any forward boards here, and maybe C9 can start clearing that up, put some of their own down.
Yeah. Helios trying to follow in Rush's footsteps, but
Talking about
he's
shields.
got some big shoes.
Talking about shields, Kobe. Quick rush to an Ardent Sensor for Lemonation.
He does. Okay, so yeah, he did that actually. Last time he was doing with Sneaky and Solokyu, and they were playing the Karma lane, and I actually did as well in the LCS. But Sneaky said he didn't really notice the effect of it. He usually just has Lemonation say, oh, hey. Oh, never mind. We got in the game.
Oh, hot damn. This is going to be a big one right on the high. He's actually giving a bit of health back. Can he keep himself alive? The double kill coming in for Incarnation. One for high. They're on the core JJ. It's going to be the dodge out as well. So the kill goes into Sneaky, and they look for Helios, but he's already got enough of a gap to keep himself alive. How the hell did High stay alive?
The heals and shields, my friend. Summoner heal, Orianna shield, Karma shield and heal.
The roar?
So that's another reason why I really don't, I really like that High build full damage on this Rengar. They have so many defensive stats that they can just give him from the rest of the team. And he is able to stay alive with his own empowered W for a heal.
Right.
And then piling on everybody else's as well. Even able to put out some decent DPS in the team fight there. And that is the Baron for Cloud9, 11-1. What a convincing.
So this is an instant reaction. That was
Right, so
all
let's see.
fog of
Let's see
war
how many
for
heals.
Cloud9.
Yeah, it's kinda, there's his W in power. That's his own. Wow, Karma even put out the shield yet? All right, I give up on tracking stuff. There's the double shield.
Right.
That was the
Heal
Orianna.
came out as well. Don't forget
Yes.
Kalista.
Sneaky did the heal, and he also got the Karma as well as Orianna. Okay.
Oh, wow. The kiting they're doing as well with this
You're done.
composition, being able to tether with that with Lemonation's Karma we've seen. Everything providing so much catch or disengage. We saw the disengage and then the catch. Everything in that last fight Cloud9's bringing to the table. 27 seconds on to Dragon. Now they start pressuring on the first inhibitor turret. We're going to have a split from High in the bot lane. Gamsu's in the top with teleport if anything goes wrong, but I'd say it's already wrong. Helios is going to go down. The inhibitor falls, and Gamsu's still staying in the top lane. They're trying to get some global gold, hoping that they can stave off just this inhibitor for a while and get themselves back into it. It is a risky play.
Blue team's turret has been
Not much they can do to fight it either. They may have just lost their team. So
Yeah.
risky, but safe. You got to choose one.
At this point, Cloud9, complete control over the game. 13-1, all neutral objectives.
Yep.
14,000 gold ahead. Okay. Yes, I did it. Aha! I successfully
Quick math.
performed subtraction, Rib.
I usually do addition.
As soon as I said numbers, my initial reaction was, oh no, don't say any numbers.
Oof, enough numbers to take down the HP bar of Kiwi Kid. He's not even that big yet. Only a Ruby on top of his Sightstone for that HP. Not many defenses across the team. Shifter's gonna get taken out by High. Rengar's back in North America, and it's in the hands of High. A quadra kill for Sneaky as the rest of the team is just on point. 18-1 as they go up against Dignitas. Sub 25 minutes, they're on the Nexus turrets, and they're going to be dropping them down. Cloud9 now onto the Nexus with Fury this game, coming out of the gate strong. A lead the entire time, and Cloud9 are going to take down Team Dignitas.
Their first victory with High back on the team.
Stop the slide. High from the jungle, able to put up a lot, deterred by a red steal in the beginning. Not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, Sneaky and Lemonation, though, I have to say, probably the stars of this game.
Yeah.
They absolutely
Helios
crushed that
had
bottom
to babysit
lane.
bottom lane. Usually Helios is in everybody else's face, but he was playing babysit duty.
Balls on the Maokai, very solid throughout the entire
Did he
mid-game
get full?
there.
Oh, he missed 4 of the kills.
He missed them towards the end, but during the mid-game, he had 100% kill participation to get them the lead, plus keeping down the AD Jarvan. We saw almost nothing out of Gamsu this game. He had very, very little effect on the game, except to take damage.
That's been one of the guys that's stepping up. Remember his Hecarim play, even
yeah.
Jarvan play as well. Put that in there. And in the early game, we saw him abusing the CSing of Balls. Every time he would go in, a flag and drag if Arcane Smash was used, but Balls knew his intentions in the late game. He wasn't there to fight Gamsu. He was there to make plays with his team, and that's exactly what happened. I said it in the beginning in that video that you saw. Things are feeling good. We've had a week now, and it's only going to get better. So far, it has only gotten better with High being in that jungle position, with him trying to change things up. Maybe the wins didn't come, but the early game looked better, and that's actually what won him this one.
For Team Dignitas there, Helios on the Lee Sin, Gamsu on the full AD Jarvan. This is the downside to taking these full AD champions in both top and jungle.
Right.
So that you don't really have a tank for your team. Your support is going to be very squishy for the early part of the game. Nautilus not able to build anything, as well as being killed fairly often early.
Yeah.
So this is the drawback to running, impulse style champions, where everybody's trying to build damage. If you fail early, then it looks really bad because you crumble so easily.
Yep.
They weren't able to snowball.
Incarnation as well, having a very nice mid lane game. Beat his opponent in CS, something we don't usually see. He's very passive, very lax in the lane, and it almost cost them the game, but so is Shifter, and he actually took advantage of that. Not too much from High even coming to the mid lane. Whenever things happened in mid, it was both teams as well, so either side coming in there. We saw Dig trying one last play, but the shields, the heals, and everything else Cloud9 had were just too much for Dig to get through the composition. We're going to now set it down to Freak, who's on stage with Cloud9 Shot Caller.
I know you are. Hi, saying is a very good interview. What's up, guys? I'm here with Hi. So awesome win, by the way, coming into this week and coming into the team. What were your expectations, really? What was Cloud9 going to be achieving now with you on the roster?
Well, I'm here to boost the morale of the teammates, but we're shooting for the stars, which happens to be 7th place, which isn't that high, but I'm happy we finally won a game. We're 1-3 with me, which isn't the best, but we're doing our best to get better and like to, get that 7th place.
So talk to me about you playing some Rengar. I think you are now statistically the best Rengar North America's ever seen on the field. Are you aware of the curse of North American Rengars being terrible? So, why did you even bring this champion out? He's cursed.
Well, it's because NA junglers are bad at Rengar, is what the community says, right? But I'm not really a jungler, so it gets like cheat, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm getting to become a jungler, so I'm getting there.
So soon you'll be terrible the champion again. That's good to hear. Okay, well, just, by playoffs. So you said your goal is 7th place. If you do keep 7th, it means you have a chance at keeping your championship points. You can maybe run the gauntlet for Worlds, long shot but possible. Is this in your guys' mind right now, or is it just staying in the LCS, or what?
Well, going to Worlds would be cool. I'm not entirely sure how well we would do there, so I'm currently just thinking about getting 7th place and going from there. If we get the 7th and if we can improve enough to have a good performance at playoffs and earn our spot in Worlds, great. If not, whatever. But our current goal is just to get the 7th.
All right, I want to ask you about your own play then, because I know you retired early this year due to injury, due to your wrists bothering you. You're back on right now. Are you a temporary sub? Are you going to be on for the rest of this year? What's going to happen with your spot and you as a player?
I mean, the rest of the year is only 2 more weeks, so...
And Worlds?
Yeah, true, and Worlds. Well, I should be playing for the rest of the split at the very least, and if we make it to Worlds, which is unlikely, but I'm hoping, then ideally I'd play as well for there, just because there's no point to switch the roster at that time, because it wouldn't be better. So for the foreseeable rest of the year, I got the teams back.
How are you feeling, condition-wise?
I feel pretty good. I think I had the shortest retirement ever, but,
That's Reginald.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm here to help out, and hopefully we can get better as a team and see how things go.
All right, well, thank you very much, Hi. Congratulations on the win, and we'll be seeing you next week with maybe a couple more wins. But for now, we're going to break the game down further on the analyst desk.
Thank you, Freak. And our fastest game of the split there by Cloud9.
They're back.
What? Well, yeah, right? They're back. Everybody celebrate. I mean, great to see. It is great to see, and in that interview with Hi there, it does seem like Hi has the right mindset in looking at it, not going like, oh yeah, we're great now.
Cautiously optimistic.
Exactly. We're still looking at 7th place. That is their goal. It's avoid the relegation zone, and then worry about the gauntlet if they do make it in. But breaking down this game and their first victory with Hi, I want to look at team comps first.
Yeah, definitely I want to look at the compositions against each other, because Dignitas has Diana, Lee Sin, Jarvan, Sivir. This is a composition that wants to run at you and just cream all over your team. It's just like, boom, you guys are dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. And then at that point, when C9 gets all these shields and they get slightly ahead of you, they take the wind out of your sails and they make it so that, I know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm 12 years old. Thank you.
Continue.
I agree with
your point.
team comp analysis. So yes, you said it before, they have a momentum-based team. Yes, they have a momentum-based team with all these assassins. Once they get ahead, they just roll over your team. But the fact that C9 had the shielding composition, they were able to stop that And once that happens, it takes the wind out of the sails of Dignitas' composition, and then they just run over the game.
Yeah.
Is that better?
I mentioned, it's great. I mentioned also the shields, once you do get ahead, especially of a team that is very assassination-based, it's just going to destroy you. Like, double shielding comps, especially with tanks or even high damage dealers, are ridiculous. And there was a mid-game team fight. I call it the mid-game because it was 21 minutes.
We have a replay, 21 minutes in. Jad, I'm going to let you take it away. It does exemplify your point perfectly.
Yes, it does. This one, Hai actually got caught out of position. Let's just roll this right away because we're mainly just waiting for the shields to come in from Cloud9. Everyone wants to just try and kill the one target, but that is actually what Cloud9 is very well versed at stopping. The shield was to get Hai the distance to make the follow-up slower, and then Incarnation was able to follow just barely with the shield. Then the double shield comes in because Karma also got the cooldown back, very low cooldown on Karma. And at that point, the momentum was completely stopped, and Cloud9 could easily clean them up afterwards. We actually saw a trend a while ago, back when Orianna was a big deal and we had like the Kha'Zix, Maokai, Braum type teams, where you'd get the shielding tanky team compositions, whether it would be a Maokai or a Rengar. It's very, very difficult to kill things when you get ahead on a double shield team. And we saw a very good example of that in this game. And Dignitas kept trying to get the momentum back, which is one of the big reasons it ended at 24 minutes.
And you saw a lot of resources expended by both teams there. I mean, the heal from Sneaky had to come through, as well as Hai luckily having the charges to heal himself and just barely live. So we saw how, 100 more damage coming out of Dignitas there would have been successful in killing Hai at some point. But ultimately, if they can keep that first target up, the turn comes through. The chase from Karma, really significant there in picking up the kills later.
Yeah, because once you have all those resistances on one person and all the shields on one person, because if that's the thing, they just stack on one person. Everybody wants to kill that one person. Diana just dives in, 2 charge, boom. If they can't kill him, they sit there and they auto attack because all their abilities are down and they can't get through that next person, and they're just taking all this damage.
Yeah.
And that's the ideal team fight for C9 there.
I think it brings up a bit of a larger question, too, about whether or not Dignitas is having another late-season collapse.
Yeah.
Because that is now 4 of the last 5. They still have to face Gravity and TSM next week, followed by COG and Enemy in Week 9. It's going to be
an easy schedule.
a really hard schedule towards the end of the year. Also, I feel like Rico being out has definitely harmed them. We're talking about bouncing back from defeats. They're just jumping into ball pits, and they're trapped there. Those things are really hard to get out of. They need a trampoline like Rico to bounce themselves back out. Things are needing a lot of recovery, and I don't know if they can do it right now.
Yeah, things are looking instantly bleak for Dignitas.
right.
All of a sudden, a team that was on the upswing, now on the downswing. We'll see if they can recover moving into the following 2 weeks. We're going to step away while our teams load up, though, for our game of the week, TSM versus Team Liquid. As we go, we're going to take a sneak peek at the upcoming episode of LoL Esports' original series, Drive. Available tomorrow. You can get a behind-the-scenes look at Quas and his journey to be the best.
I would say League of Legends has given me an opportunity to do something that I'm really passionate about. There's so many limitless possibilities that I imagine, so that's kind of what motivated me to